Good afternoon, Movement Snackers. I've literally just walked through the door and pushed everything to the side to set up for today's noontime movement snack. It's an hour late today. I've just got back from Manchester, just literally seconds ago. Right, so just whilst we wait for some people to perhaps join us, need to charge my phone. So I'll just get my charger on the go. That's still on. Here we go. I'll get some juice. Get some juice on the phone. There we go, charging. That's what happens when you use your phone as a sat nav. I got to literally just almost upon the venue today. I was probably about a minute or two away from the venue and my phone died. So just a little bit of random driving around a few streets in Manchester, actually right next to the Heineken brewery. Can you say that? Brewery. Yeah, near the Heineken brewery it was. Where I was working today. Right, afternoon, good to have you. Thanks for postponing me an hour and coming to join me on a live. And that's to you, Christine, Odile, George. Thank you. Welcome home, you're saying. Yeah, just hot-footed it down the well, it's just like an hour there, not an hour there, an hour in Manchester for around 6 hours worth of travel. Yeah, I know. But there you go. These things have to be done from time to time. We're not normally this inefficient with travel times and working hours, but as one-offs, you got to let it go sometimes. Afternoon, Sandra. Good to have you here as well. Thanks for postponing me in your life for that extra hour. Right, I think a couple of minutes then, and we'll get stuck into our sway and stretch. Oh, I just feel frantic. Home safely, literally just screeched up. In fact, I don't even think I've locked my car. Grabbed my bags, literally. I've not even seen the kids. They're upstairs. They do know I'm here though. But I've not actually physically seen them yet. Because there's stuff to do, isn't there? There's a movement snack to be had. Afternoon, Jenny. Thanks for fitting me in at 5 p.m. Right, everyone. I've got the next 3 days at home. Husband Bob should be back on Thursday. And then you'll be getting some movement snacks next week from Ireland. Oh, bless you, Chris. Thanks for asking. Is Willow better? She has had the day off school. She's tried eating, but then, you know, a bit of nausea, bit of the other as well. It just makes me laugh. Anyway, it's 5 o'clock. Afternoon, Sue. Thanks for fitting me in at 5. Right, everyone, here we go. 3, 2, 1. Good afternoon and welcome. You're with me, Kelsey Leverton from Later Life Training. It's the 4 p.m. at 5 p.m. today. And it's the sway and stretch, as you know. Today is Tuesday, the 21st of March. It's buff day week for Make Movement Your Mission. We've got stuff to look forward to, haven't we? Should I bake a cake or not? I'm not really sure if I can. Anyway, that's a thought for maybe after the sway and stretch. So set yourself up in your bestest of postures. It's actually good to get out of the chair-shaped position, so I might start in seated and then quickly move into standing so I can get on my legs. So sit or stand tall, a few hip walks, manoeuvring your bum towards the front third of the chair, stepping your feet through as well. Keep that kind of stepping and rolling action through your feet for some foot pedals, and bring it into leg marches at any point. If you're in standing, straighten everything up. Oh, that feels good to get my legs straight. Use your external support foot pedal away, get the ankles moving. If you've been sat down for quite some time, this will just revitalise your body. It will remind your body how to move, and it will warm it up as well. Picking up the feet, treading down toes, ball, heel. A steady, rhythmical, and as balanced as in, not as in balanced, as in balanced as in right side, left side, working symmetrically. That kind of balanced. A balanced activity from right side of your bod to the left side. Let's bring an arm swing in. Both arms can come again in together, unless you do need to keep your hand on the support, just for your confidence, your stability, a little bit of balance, reassurance as well, that external support provides. Right, so shoulders are moving, upper back, chest, everything around your shoulder blades, your shoulder girdle, your shoulder joints getting involved here, hips, knees, ankles, feet and toes, all on the go, all prepping for the main event of sway and stretch. And just steady yourself down. That should do nicely. Right, if you want to take a bit of a slump, please do. But then restack and sit as tall or stand as tall as you can. I'm just going to move this back a tiny way. So if you remember from yesterday, we began our new sway routine for the week, and we began with a bit of a swimming action, like so. Reaching forwards, palms are away from each other, backs of your hands are obviously just about touching there in the middle. Opening out the chest. If you want to take that all the way round a bit further, you're kind of going into a little bit of chest lengthening there. So let's do a couple of those. Round, squeeze back and relax down. And one more there. Press back. So we're teasing and easing into a lengthened chest, kind of a stretch, but we're not holding it just yet. Okay, what did we do next? So we went round and da-da-da-da. You can see my brain's thinking quite hard now. And we turned the palms, didn't we? And we pushed up. Then turn the palms and press down. So that push up is literally from here, pushing up and then back down. Now the higher the reach, the more you get into the shoulder, your more movement you'll be able to feel and have into the shoulders. But it's up to you. If shoulders are feeling a bit stiff, a bit uncomfortable, or struggling to come up into those higher reaching positions, then just stay with a lower reaching scoop and float the arms back down from there. Now let's take that a little bit further. So if you need to, when you do a knee bend, if you normally need to hold on, then do so. But if you feel okay, freestyling it, no hands holding external support, you can do a little bend through like that. So sit the hips back, reach the hands away, stand up, and then let your arms float back down. Keep going with that a little bit more, sinking into the knees, sinking into the hips backwards. And in seated, we've already got our knees bent, so what we can do is take a little reach forwards out of our base of support, then sit back up upright and float back down. Now if that feels a bit heavy for your back, for your posture, for your stomach muscles, then one arm at a time, just with the other hand to support that forwards leaning position. Palms up, palms down as you stack back up tall there. One more. Okay, so there's what we're going to leave it with today. I'm going to add on a little bit of extra tomorrow, but from the top, a couple of times through, with that little chest press push back, if you like, a swimming action. Take your arms all the way around, press back and go again. A second swim. Both arms or one arm, knee bend or a tilt forwards. I'm going to bend down quite deep there. That's what I want to get out of it. But if you want a little less, then just a shallower, a more shallow knee bend. Hello, Napoleon. Let's just do one more. The deeper you go, the more the muscles will work, and you might even feel that just buzz an extra bit of warmth through you. Is my chair seat it's clear? Thank you. Okay, into our stretch sequence then, everyone. Hamstrings, if you've been sat down a while like I have, they're going to need a good developmental stretch as they're in a shortened position when we've got our knees bent and our legs, well, and in a seated position. Come into seated. Adjust to the front third of the chair. A long straight leg, as long as you can get it. There we go, my foot's on screen now. A lift. As we lift, we're trying to kind of lift our hip away from our knee, and then that will start the lengthening process, and we can add to that lengthening process by leaning into it. A centrally positioned lean. Although both hands are on that one leg, try not to hunch over to that side. Find your middle, and you'll find that that will better the stretch. Taking a few longer, deeper breaths, just send some messages down to this stretch area, down to the stretch reflexes that are gripping on at the moment. You can feel them gripping on. They don't want you to go much further into the stretch. But as we breathe, as we hold, the body relaxes, and we might be able to take it a bit further, a bit deeper, a bit more of a lean into it. You might not quite get as far as that lean, but as long as you can feel the stretch, all is good, and it's not painful. Let's try the other side. Okay, so loose ankle, lifted and supported before we go into the leaned over position. Well, it's like cat junction round here today, isn't it? Leaning forwards, leaning into it. Where is he? Sneaking up behind me. And a little bit further, a little bit deeper, if you feel you can. Get a bit more out of your body. That little bit of extra stretch that you get out of your body will give you that extra bit more comfort and ease in reaching downwards. Get to your feet, get to your shoes, get to your socks, your toenails, in between your toes. The palms of your feet as well might need attention from time to time, so you'll get there a bit more comfortably. Right, chest stretching then. We've done a little bit of chest opening already, so track your hands back. Let the shoulders sit down and away from your ear holes. Let your body sit tall and upright, and then opening the chest lengthens the muscles not only into the chest area but around the fronts of these shoulders as well. And if those muscles are tight, they restrict the joint movement and they pull and roll the shoulders over like so. So this is all about opening out, ironing out the posture, as I say often. Relax there. Okay, upper side stretch then. I'm coming down here. Cat parade, yes, George. Hand to your shoulder. You're keeping your head literally on in the centre, not too uncomfortable and kind of no jutting or awkward positions of your head there. So lift up and lift your spine. Feeling that down the back of your arm. You can get now under your armpit. Armpit. You didn't know he was called Pete, did you? Down to the side of your body as well. You can reach now across the top of your head and the back of your neck and shoulders. Give it a little bit of an extra nudge if you can, an upward nudge as well, and even a full-on arm stretch. Relax down. We don't need to hold that full stretch for all that long, just into and out of. Right, let's have a look at the arm Pete around here. Hello, Pete. Head quite close to your arm, lifting out of the shoulder there, up through to the elbow, round to the side of your body, over the back of your head. Lots going on with this stretch position. Breathe into it, nudge the elbow a little bit higher. You can see the rib cage is popping out a bit, lengthening into the trunk, and then an extra stretch upwards, and relax there. Okay, final stretch for us then. Calf stretch, I'll give you this one in standing first. Use your external support, or actually if you want, you can have your hand onto your bent knee, split your stride, and push that heel down behind you. There's the calf stretch on the back leg. In seated, just a perched position, very similar to what we did with the back of thigh stretch, except the toes are up and we don't need to do any leaning forward. So we just sit upright. That should be enough to pull the calf into a stretch mode. Think of the times when you need to pull your toes up and back towards you. We do that when we're walking, when we're stepping up to clear our toes away from clipping a curb or a step on a staircase or anything like that. We also pull the toes back when we need to put our shoes and socks on. So again, a bit of flexibility, helping the ankle to achieve a better movement. Change sides. About a 20-30 second stretch is a nice amount of time to hold these stretches for. And warm muscles, as I've said before, is the best time to get some stretching done. When the muscles are prepared, they're a little bit looser, they've got some warmth boosted into them, they will respond and react to stretch positions much, much better than if you've just got up and started to try and stretch. There we go. All is well from top to bottom. Bex has just nipped in. Hello, Bex. And Ken, you just caught us at the end here. You'll have to rewind. But there we go. There's your sway and stretch for today. Bex, I'll be seeing you a bit later on the portal group thingy that you've got later. I know what I'm talking about. And I'll see the rest of you tomorrow. I think I'm doing the 12 and 4 tomorrow, so I'll see you then. Thanks all. See you later. Bye-bye.